What is it about this Carroll team that's allowed you to have this success this season, and what are you looking to carry over here into Week 5?
The chemistry and the energy for sure. The chemistry on offense and defense, and then energy just goes both throughout. When we're not on offense, when we score a touchdown, we're up for our defense because they bail us out a lot.
What's the focus in practice this week, getting ready for a solid football team that you're going to be facing this Friday night, and in Dwenger that really doesn't ever beat themselves?
Well, Dwenger, we scrimmaged them, felt good about ourselves, but throughout the year, they've been playing good. They just beat Homestead, so it's going to be a tough test. So we're just really focusing, making sure we're disciplined, just to be more disciplined than them, limit the penalties, and see how it goes.
Yeah, defensively last week they limited a Homestead offense to just 10 points. So what did you see in maybe that film or that coaches told you about that they do well defensively that you're going to have to counter this week?
They definitely have solid corners, and they have good linebackers. They just have good coverage. But we're going to still pass the ball. We're still going to run the ball. We're not going to change up our game much, but we've been watching film, and we know what we're going to do. When
it comes to, the magnitude of these games, the more you win, the bigger the games get, which is a good problem to have. So how do you stay sharp again for another SAC-type championship game this coming Friday night?
Right. Our coaches have been nailing it into our minds that 4-0 doesn't matter. Undefeated, there's a bigger target on our back every single week. 5-0, 6-0, there's a bigger target that just keeps getting bigger. So they've been nailing that into our minds that we don't get ahead of ourselves and that we just keep winning games.
Final question, what are you most looking forward to about this coming Friday night, man? It's going to be a packed house. Like I said, it's a budding rivalry, and you got Highlight Zone Game of the Week. A lot of eyes on this one.
Our offense is going to come out and we're going to shine. All our receivers, running backs, we're going to spread the ball around, and our defense is going to keep us in the game.
Anything else you'd like to add?
Nope, all good.
All right. Tell me about this defense. What are you guys doing well on that side of the football that you've done well with so far this season and are looking to carry over to this Friday?
We rally to the ball really well, and I feel like we all just play our hearts out all the time. We get to the ball, and when one person wraps them up, we all get to it and don't let one guy have it.
In this week of practice, what are you really focusing on defensively to get ready for some of the things that Bishop Dwenger might present to you on Friday?
We're just working together like we always do. We got a great connection on that side of the ball, and we're just working on hard work, give it our all the time. Nobody's going to do it alone. So,
as far as this Carroll team, as I was mentioning with Cam, the more you win, the bigger the next game gets, which is a good problem to have. So how do you guys stay sharp for another SAC-type championship game here in Week 5?
Our coaches preach that 4-0 is not nothing. There's always another team that can beat you. There's always a team that's better than you, and you always got to outwork them. So just keep working and give it our all.
For you guys, what are you most looking forward to about this coming Friday? It's another huge game at home here for Carroll.
We're looking forward to the competition. Not a great game last week. Not everybody got to play a full game. But I feel like this week, now that we have a good competition and we feel like we can compete and show what we really are.
This being an SAC-type championship game, do you feel even like extra juice, extra motivation because this is a powerhouse game that could ultimately determine one of your long-term goals for this season?
We're always excited for a game, and with a team as good as Dwenger coming in, we feel like we need to defend our turf, and I feel like it'll be a great game.
All right. I appreciate it, my man.
I think continually we keep stressing with our defense, to play fast, play physical, rally to the ball, keep everything in front of you, and those kids do that really well. And I said this at the beginning, it all begins on the defensive side. Championships are won by great defensive teams and what they do on the field, and that's where the development, went in terms of moving personnel in those places and changing the defense last year. And but they continue to play hard, and there are some guys on that side that are outstanding people, outstanding players, and their work ethic and their leadership, just rubs off on everybody. So that's one of the biggest things that we're proud about. We're also proud of the development of the offensive side as well. The offensive line continues to develop and become better, and Jimmy continues to understand more and more every week. And you can add in Nate Starks to be able to run the ball. You got great weapons at receiver. And so if we can be balanced, we can be diversified, then we feel like we can move the ball.
What's the focus for you guys in practice this week, and what are some of the challenges that Bishop Dwenger might present you on Friday?
Yeah, well, first of all, they're very good. They're very disciplined. They play extremely hard. They'll be sound in all phases of the game, offensive, defensively, and special teams. Defensively, they bring a lot of looks. They're playing a 3-3 stack, and they bring the linebackers a lot. Which is tough on high school offensive linemen to understand blocking rules and blocking schemes and be able to pick those things up. They've got good athletes in the secondary. C.J. Davis is a tremendous player at safety. And he's on the offensive side too. But the same thing on the offensive side. I mean, they're disciplined, they're physical. They want to run the ball well. And the quarterback is developing and has got a high completion percentage, and he's running the ball well at the same time. So, they're a very, very good football team. We're going to have to play at a high level if we're going to be successful.
The more you win, the bigger each game gets, especially when it comes to tallying up the victories, when it comes to conference standings, SAC championships, victory bells. How do you guys sustain that level of excellence and sustain that level of focus as you enter yet another big game?
We continually talk about winning the moment. And right now it's being the best on Wednesday that we can be. We're not playing Friday yet. We're worried about stretching and inside run and doing the things that we do today. But win the moment. Many people talk about winning the day. The day's 24 hours long, and we're not at 24-hour mark. I mean, so you can only win that point of where you're at right now and be great where your feet are right now. And that's our motto all the time. We're going to be great today, and we hope to be 1% better every day. And all those things can sound cliched, but they are so true. They are so true. I can only control what I'm doing at this minute.
What are you most looking forward to about this coming Friday? It's another big game, another home game. You're going to have a big crowd, game of the week. Going to be a lot of hype and excitement around this game. What are you most looking forward to about a Friday night?
Yeah, you know what? I mean, the biggest thing that I love is just Friday night football. It really is. I mean, it's exciting. As you said, we're at home. The crowd's going to be great. Dwenger travels extremely well. It's going to be a big crowd. We're excited about, being at home in a big game, and having the opportunity to play, having the opportunity to, again, honor Owen, as we do every week, and keep him close in our memories in everything that we do. And just honestly, just the opportunity to play on Friday night and be together is what's most important.